Well, you got a free market problem and a free speech problem. The free market problem is if the government runs the internet, they stink at everything. Why would they be any different here? If you want it to run like the DMV, if you want it to run like Social Security, there's going to be no money allotted to it. It's going to be trillions of dollars of debt. It's going to stink. It's going to freeze in amber like cars in Cuba. The cars in Cuba were great in 1950. Now they're held together with chewing gum and baling wire. And that's what's going to happen to the internet. It's not going to be from 60 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour. It's going to be 60 to 55, 55 to 50. It's going to be this incremental decay as the proper amount of investment. We're talking about $300 billion in broadband investment since 2008. There's no way we're going to get that from the federal government. We're $16 trillion in debt already, plus. So it's going to be an incremental decay. The quality is going to decay, not improve. We see vast improvements all the time. It's going to collapse and be worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Then you have the free speech problem. If the only entity mentioned in the First Amendment is not Comcast, it's not Verizon, it's not AT&T, it's Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech. Amongst the many other things that the free speech, free market Xanadu that the internet is, it is an incredible field leveling communications device. Anybody can start a blog, anybody can say what they want with with potential worldwide audience with virtually no cost, very, very little cost. It's an incredible horizontal expansion of the First Amendment's ability to speak. The only entity that can silence you in that regard is not the companies that they're trying to protect you from. This is a solution running around looking for a problem. The companies haven't done anything yet, but they might, so we need this regulation. The only constitutionally mentioned censor is the government. And if the government's your sole internet service provider and they don't like what you're publishing, how's Daily Kos going to do on the web run by government versus National Review? Who's going to get more bandwidth? Who's going to get preferred status? Who's going to get their last mile repaired before the other? So it becomes a very important free speech issue if the government's involved in any way, including and up to net neutrality, because once they have their hooks, regulatory hooks into it, all bets are off because they never recede power, they only expand it.